Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Bingy's Theory. Well, today I just seen just one movie. I know, shocking, right? Past couple of weeks I've seen 3 movies in one weekend, and last week I saw 2. So I decided to just see one today because, I did not want to see The Internship. I don't want to sit through another Vince Vaughn, Owen Wilson movie. Not to say Wedding Crashers is a terrible film, but yeah, depending on seeing all the reviews for it and everything, and just I didn't find it funny. Even on the trailers, I couldn't find it funny, even though the people around me find it fucking hilarious. But that's besides the point. So today I decided to check out The Purge. To get into the backstory of why, the trailer for this movie kind of came out of nowhere for me. A lot of times, like after work, I get out, I come home, and I see if there's I go on YouTube and I see the latest movie trailers that came out, because I want to see what's coming out in the future. So even if it's a film that is not going to come here in my hometown theater, I would still want to check it out because it might be a decent watch. The Purge for me kind of was one of those things where I saw the trailer for it. It looked like really ridiculous. But a part of me was thinking, that's kind of interesting. So I thought this might be a decent film. So now finally seeing it, it sucked. It really sucked. I mean, I'm not as mad as I was like after the movie, because after the movie I was kind of pissed off. To a point where I just was saying that, like, near the end and out loud, like, when I was leaving the theater where people could hear me, I said, fuck this movie, fuck this fucking movie. Even during the movie, I was kind of saying, like, you're fucking idiots. I was saying a lot about this because this movie was kind of pissing me off in terms of the decisions and everything that these main characters have done. But to get into the plot, the movie is set in the year 2022. Not too far off into the future, where I guess the America has been reborn. It's been repopulated or whatever. It has new founding fathers, and they make this law where once a year, one night every year, people can go out and start killing people. It made all crime legal, and for 12 hours, from I think it was like 8 p.m., 9 p.m. or something to 7 a.m. or so, 12 hours, and they could do whatever they want. This is called the Purge, where you're supposed to unleash the beast. That's one of the things that they say is unleash the beast in Purge, on the Purge night. And when you look at it as a political kind of thing, it's downright fucking stupid. And the movie doesn't go into much detail about that. They don't say how this became a law, who funded this, who said, yeah, we should do this. They never go into any kind of political thing about it. They just say, oh, this is supposed to happen once a year. That's it. They don't say anything. But they do have rules, actually, which I found kind of funny. During the Purge, like class 4 assault, class 4 weapons and under are allowed. So I guess like 5 and above is like way too much or so. So I'm thinking that's like maybe RPGs or Gatling guns or something like that. Those are outlawed. Class 10 people, the President of the United States, any political person is not allowed to be a part of the Purge. So anybody that wanted to get rid of any asshole president out there that wanted to kill him during the Purge, you can't do that. Why? They never explain. So, and also people can look at this the Purge as a way of getting rid of the lower class, and that's one of the biggest little political messages that you get in this movie, is that some people think that the Purge is just an excuse to get rid of the people who don't make a lot of money. The homeless, the low income people, all that kind of stuff. They think that that this is the excuse to kill the people for that and have the higher class be the ones to survive. They talk about that a little bit, but once that's done, they never really bring that up again, because the whole movie is basically a home invasion movie. And if you've seen a whole lot of home invasion movies before, you've seen them all. The main family in this movie is Ethan Hawke, who plays a guy that sells security systems during the Purge, and he's making a ton of money for it. And he's all happy about it because he got the news that his security system is at the top, and he's gonna make a shit ton of money. His wife is Lena Headey, which she did a nice job, playing basically just the mother role, and that's like, those are really like the only two characters I actually kind of cared for, because they're just normal people in a way. They're kids. Oh my god, they're fucking kids. Man, okay. This is where I kind of get into... This is why I was kind of pissed off about this movie. The daughter of this movie, who's like in her teens or so, rebellious, wants to not be a part of her family thing, which they never really explain why. They never give her an explanation as to why she's so rebellious to her father, to her family, all that kind of stuff. They just say, oh, she's just, being a regular teenage girl, blah, 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 blah. And she has a boyfriend who is apparently too old, according to Ethan Hawke. And, she's all like, it's not fair. And later on in the film, her boyfriend actually sneaks in the house, like during their lockout of their house, their armed security system that kind of barricades the whole house. He somehow sneaks in there, because he snuck in during eating dinner time before the Purge happened, and he's gonna go up to the girl's father, who is Ethan Hawke, and he's gonna say like, I want to talk to him. No BS. You gotta trust me. I want to tell him that I love you and everything. Because we deserve to be with each other, and blah 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 blah. We all know that he wants to kill Ethan Hawke, and that's what he does. He tries to kill Ethan Hawke, but he fails miserably. So the teenage daughter's boyfriend character was completely useless. I don't understand why they had to put him in here in this movie, but it was kind of pointless. The son, man, they never really explained the motivation behind this kid. They kind of do, because he's at a young age in his point where he doesn't quite understand the Purge. He doesn't understand why it's being studied at school and everything. But so he has that kind of moral thing in him that just kind of says like, I don't want to be a part of this. It's too much, kind of thing. And he's one of the reasons why they get put into the situation, because during the Purge, he sees a guy running away, all bloodied up and everything, and he's asking for help. No one's helping him. The kid decides to open the barricade doors and let him inside the house, to a point where a group of teenagers, I guess, they look like they're about their teenage years. They might be college kids, because one of them was actually wearing a college kind of prep suit in a way, so it's kind of subtle there. They just go. They find the guy, and they say to the family in the house. They say that if you don't bring this guy out and let us kill him, we're gonna break into your house and we're gonna kill you and him. And that's pretty much the whole plot. It's just a home invasion movie. And like I said, if you've seen these kind of home invasion movies, you know exactly what's gonna happen. So it doesn't do anything groundbreaking at all in terms of that. And the villains themselves, the main guy behind this thing, when you watch it, if you ever do watch this movie, when you watch his performance, you can really tell that he's trying to do his best Heath Ledger's Joker, because he has that sort of over-the-top acting when he's like trying to persuade the family to make the guy come out of the house so they can kill him. And what he does is like he's trying to be all creepy and everything. It wasn't very intimidating to me. I've seen a lot creepier, but this guy tries so hard to do that, and I don't understand. It makes me feel like he's just like he felt like Heath Ledger's Joker was an icon to him, so he just wanted to do his own little impression of him. There are times when he can be creepy, but it kind of takes me out of the movie whatsoever, because like there would be times where he's like in front of the camera, in the security camera, he's like going, "You just want to rain him out, you know, rain him out. Let us purge. We want to purge." When he's doing that, give me a break. I'm not gonna fucking feel intimidated or threatened by them, because it just makes him look like such an idiot. Like I couldn't get behind. I couldn't really find this guy threatening at all. I just think he's just trying his he's like a failed drama actor or something like that got dropped out of acting school. Really, I don't know what else to say about this movie. I mean, it's a generally bad film. I don't like this, and I know some people are going to be like, "Well, this whole story behind this film is stupid anyway, so why are you judging it?" Well, here's the thing: I want characters who I can get behind, who I can feel for, who I don't want them to die, or I don't want them to get hurt in any way, or that kind of thing. The decisions that this family makes throughout this entire film are stupid. They are absolutely stupid, to the point to the kid bringing the guy in, and also trying to protect the guy, even during the time when the villains out there are threatening to kill his entire family. He still feels the need to protect this guy, a person he doesn't know. Now, I understand. Now they're trying to get this whole moral thing going on, and that's fine. But put yourself in this situation. If this actually did happen, if you had the decision to take this guy and take him out there to the wolves or whatever, to the bad people who are going to kill him, but they're going to let you go scot-free, it would be all fine. But if they are threatening to kill not only the guy they're looking for, but your entire family, and you're just gonna let your family go, and you're just gonna say you're just gonna have your family get killed because of this guy or whatever, I'm sorry, I don't agree with that. If it came down to it, I wouldn't agree with it, but I would take the guy out, because that's what it is. I mean, I would rather I would rather do that to protect my entire family if it came down to that. I may not agree with it. I may have some guiltiness after the purge and everything. I would feel very guilty about it, but I would at least know that my family is safe. And maybe that was the message behind this whole thing, but when the little boy in this movie pissed me off so much, and his decision making throughout this entire thing really did not make me like him, to a point where I really just wanted them all to just die. Now, I know that sounds wrong, but the stupid decisions that they make in this movie, even the daughter who just says, "Yeah, talk to my father and everything. I'm not gonna follow you." Like, there's a part where where the boyfriend is getting ready to talk to the father and everything. She doesn't follow him. She just stays in her room and just be like, "I hope everything goes good. I'm gonna listen to my iPod now," and put on earphones and everything. And we all know that he wants to kill him because it's the purge. Everybody can kill anybody, and we all know that he was gonna kill him anyway. He was gonna try to kill him. And then when her boyfriend does die, she just wanders off. She just is all like heartbroken and everything. She feels sorry for it, to a point where she just walks off in the dark, and she just is kind of gone and everything. And then she just gets hurt, all that kind of shit. It really just made me not want to root for these characters whatsoever. And near the end, it kind of got like into more dark humor kind of shit, where surprise surprise, the teenage the bad guys, essentially, they get offed by the neighbors around the house, because, well, it's the Purge. And actually, Ethan Hawke, spoiler alert, Ethan Hawke gets killed by the main baddie. And when the neighbors come in and kill the rest of the bad guys, they are now going to kill the family. They're going to kill the mother, the son, and the daughter. They're going to kill them. Why? Because they found out about Ethan Hawke getting a lot of money from being the top guy in the security system, having a shit ton of money. They all get jealous of that. So they feel the need to kill them because they're jealous. Actually, just one thing. You have a house that's bigger than this apartment. You know, a big luxurious house. You probably have a shit ton of money, and you also have. I think they also said they have the same security system as Ethan Hawke's family did. And yet you're jealous because they're making more money than you. You seem to be doing well if you're working at a place, if you're living in a place like that, that's in suburban area kind of place where everything seems to be fine. You know, you have enough money. You have enough to live in a house like that. It's all coming down to that whole being jealous thing. And that just really just kind of is like, really? It kind of just took me out of it, to a point where it kind of pissed me off. I was very pissed off at the end of this film. I've calmed down now because, well, as much as it would be funny to see me all pissed off at a movie, I really can't really get really mad at a movie like this because it's so stupid to begin with. But, yeah, and then they don't, because it's the end of the Purge. It's the end of the Purge hour. And there's no more killing after that, all that kind of shit. So this movie just really was not good. It's not the worst film of the year, but it's definitely one of the bad films of 2013 by far. And to a point where I would say, if you want to see this movie, it's a rental at best. It's a rental, and get some friends, and maybe have a couple drinks in you, and just riff on this thing. Make fun of it. Because seriously, this movie is more. This movie can be funny more than scary. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this film. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this. I'm pretty sure this would have been better than The Internship, but I can't really say that I've seen The Internship, and I don't want to. So that's about it for The Purge. Next week is going to be a twofer. Again, another twofer. It's Man of Steel, and This Is the End. So two films I'm looking forward to. So yeah, like I said, if you want to see The Purge, it's a rental at best. Otherwise, skip it. Go watch Sinister instead, because it's from the same. The producer of The Purge is the same guy that produced Sinister, which I highly recommend. So that's pretty much about it. So yeah. So until next time, guys, this is Big Bingy signing out.